Eddie Doud with freedomfighters.tv. Here to answer some more questions for me and Schultz.
Alright, so, a lot of people out there are all talking about, let's get away from our governments. Let's start making things more self-sufficient for ourselves. You've taken a step that some people have yet to take. You've gotten your own livestock going on. Chickens, I know, for egg laying and stuff like that. And I believe you also do, what's it called? Meat chickens or hen?
Yeah, broilers.
Broilers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, how's that going for you so far? How's that turning out?
Pretty good. Once I found out what they're doing to the food, I guess we should talk on that too. But what they're doing to the food, I said there's no way I'm gonna be another victim to this system. So I started to withdraw. I had another thing. I don't have any kids, but if I made a promise to myself, a rule, that if I ever have kids, they're not eating genetically modified crap. Not eating the stuff that in the third generation rats are infertile that are fed it, and cancers in the stomachs, hair in the mouth, all kinds of nasties. I guess you don't even have to ask me the question. I'm just going to go on a GMO tangent right now. All right, so they take the corn, they put Roundup, Monsanto, the people that brought us Agent Orange, brought us a bunch of other stuff. People that want to pretty much take over the planet, and they want to make themselves become God by, they're genetically modifying the seed. And I saw somewhere, I'm not a Bible scholar, but somewhere somebody was bringing up a point that somewhere in the Bible it says not to, alter that. I'm not sure. Somebody else could, comment on it and bring up that link, but I saw that somebody was saying something about that. But yeah, we definitely shouldn't be messing with nature. The way it was made is the way it should be, and they're messing with the genetics of plants. Some of them, they're growing their own pesticide, so the bug bites it, and the bug dies. But then you're going to eat that. You're going to feed that to your kids. I mean, it's total eugenics. They also have corn that they can spray Roundup on, and the corn doesn't die, but Roundup has been shown to destroy human DNA, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to dehumanize us. It's a eugenics program where they want to have us all dumbed down, kill us off, reduce the world's population to 80%, take away 80% of the world's population, and they'll be at the head, and we'll just be dumbed down serfs. Probably about there's an article on that too. We're saying the human race is going to split. It's going to be because the genetics that are being engineered into the food and the eugenics that's going on. All these elites, the globalists in Monsanto, in their own cafeterias, they refuse to eat genetically modified food. They know that it's hurting them. Do you really want to eat something that the people that make it refuse to eat it, but they're selling it to you as it's good? Now that's a conspiracy if you want to talk about one. So I think I went a little bit off, but all these top people are obsessed. They're obsessed with organic eating. None of the head people, none of them eat crap that's given to the people on a lower level. And I think as soon as I heard that, I had to go away from it. Everything I stopped. I mean, Ian still drinks his high fructose corn syrup. I've totally withdrawn. I don't drink high fructose corn syrup. I don't chew gum with aspartame in it. I stay away from everything as much as I can. I mean, I try to eat as much stuff that I know where it came from, that's organic and everything. So yeah, what's the next question?
Going to the GMOs, places in quote third world countries unquote. The first thing that comes to mind is Turkey. Have decided to go about burning down genetically modified crops.
Oh yeah.
What do you think this is going to lead up to Americans to start doing that? What do you think needs to happen for them to wake up and see?
First off, they need to take their head out their ass. Americans seem to have. I'm sure people will get mad. Yes, I said this, but I'm sure they'll get mad because I made a video, and that's goes against the establishment to have expression now in the United States of America. But Americans seem to have this thing where they it's like almost lost my thought. Let me think. They have this thing where if they don't see it, it's not happening. I mean, the whole world it's like if there were soldiers from China invaded. Let's just use China. They invaded. They're marching down the streets, and you saw it. So you run back to your town and you say, "China invaded. China invaded. We need to do something. We need to get out of here." Americans' reactions. This is just it's like people would be like, "Oh, no, well, don't worry about it. Just go back and live your life, have fun." I mean, the thing is, I love my life. I love kids. And the thing is, I mean, if we don't step forward and we don't fight these people, that they're coming to attack the things that we love. They're coming to whatever it is that you put ahead of fighting corruption. That's what they're coming for. So you need to get rid of the corruption so you can protect the good things in life. And I also wanted to touch on that. I realized people are always saying, "Oh, you gotta be more positive." I am positive. That's why we're fighting the negative forces. Evil only. What is the quote? You could probably pull it up. You got a computer right there. Evil only flourishes when good men stand down. You could probably pull it up. Yeah, but yeah. So it's positive the only positive thing is to fight negative corruption, and that's how we've gotten to where we are now. You can't just if you don't fight it, it's going to overtake us, and then we're going to all be enslaved.
Indeed, indeed, and it's some heavy shit, man. And kind of makes me think, what kind? Do you believe that the genetic manipulation of the foods that we ingest are damaging people's ability to become more aware of the situation?
Yeah, I mean, I believe that, I've noticed. I mean, when I first started eating, the first time you ever eat like some of these foods, like I drink raw milk. I know I'm a terrorist for drinking it, but yeah, I drink raw milk, and it's like the first time you drink some of that, you get like supercharged, and I feel that, that by doing these genetically modified foods, and this has been proven too, doing these genetically modified foods, you're taking away things that we need, and you're pretty much just you're just taking along the regular public on like a starving way, so that they're taking away all their human. I mean, you're not built up. I'm having a hard time explaining this one. You're not built up as much, Jar. You're just getting by. It's like instead of putting the expensive gas in your car, you're putting like the low grade, lowest stuff. I mean, it's not you're not performing at a race car level. You're performing at a old beater like my car, just putting along, going down the road. It's just living, and if you're just living, you're just getting by. It just keeps you in the system, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And from what you've gathered, what do you think is the end game? What's the final play? What's the final card that they're going to play before they? Okay. So what I mean is like they've poisoned our food, they've poisoned our water, they've poisoned our air, they've poisoned our minds. What's next?
Well, the only next thing is, they're gonna come after, and they're already are taking our freedoms. I mean, they're gonna come for our guns, like they're trying to now, but that's being stopped. People are waking up to that, and people are waking up to the food. People are waking up to everything. So it's almost like it's an awakening happening, we were like at the point, like they're climbing. They got the genetically modified food. They got all this stuff in, and they're almost getting to the top where they want it to be. And then it's like Sandy Hook happened. That was like the big milestone. Sandy Hook got exposed, and everybody awoken to it. But their total game plan, They want to, kill 80% of us off. They want to have the rest of us walking around like serfs, and they'll have their elite, and that'll be it. And there'll be a few of us left to be their servants, and that'll be it. And we'll be totally enslaved. 1984, and the answer to 1984 is 1776.